Simone and Charlie is reunited for the first time. Charlie doesn't recognize Simone, his granddaughter that he has not seen since she was a child.
Well, hello, good morning, Grandpa. How are you doing? What a pleasant surprise it is to see here. I have not seen you in a while.
Well, what is so pleasant about seeing me? I have no idea of what you are talking about. And why are you calling me Grandpa? Is it common for people to go around and call person who they are not familiar with relatives or family members? Oh boy, I tell you about new generation.
Don't you think it is a blessing to be alive, and that you have someone to acknowledge your presence? Don't you know it is a blessing, Grandpa? Shame on you.
Firstly, I'm not your grandpa, don't call me that, that makes me seem old and irrelevant, and furthermore your young people think that you are never going to grow old. Boy, I tell you about your new generation.
You don't have to be related biological to a person to refer to as a grandfather. The fact that you are elderly male and your children has children that makes you qualified to be called grandpa, one way or the other, so lighten up. I don't see what your problem is really, Gramps.
The next time you call me that, literally, I'm going to scream, or even worse, make a scene that you will never forget. I'm not interested in you or anyone for that matter to address me as such. In fact, I'm as strong as I was in my youth, and I find it insulting to be referred to as that, or even worse, to even classify myself as old or getting old.
Well, it seems to me you are having a problem, sort of a disposition of some sort, a denial issue, and it really saddens me to think that someone that is so unique has no eyes to see his uniqueness that has set you apart from the others. Do you know that age is our honor, and it comes with knowledge, as the Bible states, Gramps, and it is out of respect that I address in such a manner.
You don't think I am that foolish to fall for your softened tone, and you may think I will fall for that trick. I am much older than you, and wiser. If you had not noticed, next thing I know, I may respond in the manner you want me to, and the next thing I know, I may be invited over for dinner, or for a family reunion for that matter. The next thing you know, I may just find myself in your home, having kids crawling all over me. Oh brother, do you really think I am going to fall for that trick? I am young, wild and free, and no one is going to stop me from acting and thinking that way.
That speech has put a damper on my plans, for here I am thinking that you have changed, but you don't seem to be having any thoughts of accepting who you really are. And it is quite sad. I was about to invite you over as a kind gesture, for I know you must be lonely now that your wife has left you by yourself, and I can't help but to wonder, what did you do for such a thing to happen? And to tell you the truth, your attitude is quite off.
But who asked you for your opinion or concern? I have been better off on my own, so can I boldly say who cares what you think, and anyone else for that matter. I am here to do me, not you, he, she or the old lady or anyone else, for I am living it up whether you like it or not. And again, don't call me Grandpa. My name is Charlie. Get it, Charlie? It is spelled C-H-A-R-L-I-A. That is it that I have spelled out for you, Charlie.
Okay then, Charles, I'm going to give it a break because it is clear to me that pride is standing in your way, and it is clouding your better judgment, and is pushing people away from you because of your attitude. And this is very sad to say.
Meanwhile, Charlie and Simone are having breakfast. Something strange is about to happen.
What a lovely surprise to see you again. I had no idea that I would have run into you, especially here. It has been a while since I last saw you.
Me either. To tell you the truth, this morning seems to be a very blessed and a strange morning indeed. Have been blessed on both sides.
How so is it a blessing? And whatever you call a blessing, I hope it is good and not just some silly idea. I know how you young girls can be nowadays, but nevertheless I take your word for it, and just maybe I can share into some of your blessing.
No problem. I happened to ran into Gramps this morning, and he is here with us in the building, and I know he has no idea you are here. Wow, what a lovely surprise.
I surely don't think that is the lovely surprise that your grandpa is here. He is such a mean person, with a poor attitude. Talk about spoiling your day or atmosphere. I sure hope he has changed since the last time I have seen him.
Come on, grandmother, I know it can't be that bad because both of you had been together for so long, and then suddenly I heard of you being separated, and I can't help to wonder why, after so many years.
Your grandfather has always been a pain and stiff-necked, and you can seem to get through to him because of his attitude and unwillingness to compromise or even change his perspective, and it been weighing me down very since. and that is why I left. No need to bother you with the past, for I'm about to leave anyhow.
Just wait a minute, are you going to leave without him? No, you are here. He is sitting over by the table that is in the center of the room. If you don't mind, we could walk over just to say hi, but of course the choice is yours. Okay, grandmother, have it your way, then.
What have we here? Never expected to see you so soon, sir.
Who are you talking to? What are you doing here? Out of all the places in the world, you just had to choose to be here than anywhere else. Talk about my luck, oh brother.
Shame on you, you got to learn to conduct yourself in a respectful manner. That was not the principle that you both taught us while we were young and used to visit you. I can see clearly that your conduct is inappropriate, and to my surprise, I have been talking to you all this while and you didn't recognize who I am. To you I am Simone, your granddaughter. Shame on you now.
What does that have to do with anything? I just want to be left alone, that I can have some time by myself, and not having anyone poking their nose and mouth in my business. Your grandmother knows I like not to be bothered. Can I just leave now and let you both be?
Thank you, dear, for standing in my defense. This is what I had to put up with daily, and that's why I left, to save my sanity. It is clear he needs a divine intervention of some sort to set him straight, and maybe he will behave himself better.
Nevertheless, we got to go to the meat of the matter. Something is clearly wrong here, and we got to get to the root of it. There seems to be pride and bitterness and anger and hurt working closely here, but we got to leave this place for a more suitable environment that we can discuss, if you both don't mind.
A few minutes later, in a suitable environment.
And who, may I ask, have elected your counselor to talk in my business, may I ask?
You have no business. This is family business, and as far as I am concerned, you need some help and a change in your attitude to get things rolling again. Grandmother is willing to try with you in spite of your stubborn attitude and all the other senseless things you done and continue do, without taking heed to good warning or advice. The Bible warns about our unteachable spirit that doesn't facilitate growth in our lives. And you got to get rid of it. Grandmother is on her way here right now as we speak.
She is always late. I would not be surprised if she took all day to get here.
Come on now, behave yourself. I'm expected better from you now that you have agreed to come and you are here.
Oh dear, it seems I'm a bit late, and there is no taxi here. I got to go to the next taxi station and grab something. I wouldn't want to disappoint Simone. After all the effort she has put in, and Charlie on the other hand is so hard to please.
Where to, Mum? I need some direction, and we will be on our way. Not to worry, I will get you there in no time, for the park is around the corner, about 3 blocks down.
Young man, I am heading to the park to meet up with some family and friends, and I don't want to be late. My granddaughter is waiting on me as we speak. Could you hurry it up?